Hey guys, this is Nathan and welcome back to Vintage Story. Hope you guys are doing good today. I am doing great. So I just finished mining out all of that copper that we got at the end of the last episode, and I got to thinking about this cave, and I don't know if I want to go down there, but there is something here that we need, and that is some andesite rock. So we actually need to quarry a little bit of this out. I'm not sure how much of it we need, if we need 3 or 4. I don't remember anymore. But we need to dig the blocks around every side of this, and that will release the block. And so now we have that. Now what we need this for is to make a quern. So the quern, we need 4 of them and 2 sticks. Alright, so I need to get a few more of these. So let's just go ahead and get a couple more. And then, I don't know, maybe here a little later we can possibly take a gander at what's down inside of this cave. But I don't really want to do that until I have had a chance to drop off some of the stuff that's in my inventory, because those guys don't look too friendly. So yeah, there's 3 so far, so let's grab one more and we'll head back to our little base area. The nice part now is we have rocks. We can start making things like paths and walls and all kinds of stuff. We're going to have to start getting a good supply of clay to turn all of this into bricks and things like that. We have a lot of stuff that we can do with this now. And oh, that's sand. Okay. So, yeah. Got that taken care of. So let's head back to the base, and we'll actually see how much copper we ended up with out of that little hole. So we're back at the base, and I have to say, this medium fertility soil makes one heck of a difference. So these turnips were planted right away at the beginning. I've been keeping them watered, and they still haven't grown up. These were added tremendously later, and they're already ripe. So yes, as this stuff ripens, we are definitely going to be changing to medium fertility soil. But we have our hammer. Let's go ahead and see what we got for copper here. So we get 3 nuggets for each one. So that gave us 89. Did I have copper in my inventory? I think I had the piece. Yeah, I had the pieces that came off of the ground where that one surface piece was. But we almost have enough for 6 more ingots. So we would be able to make 6 more picks. That is great. Now we need to get, I think, up to 9 ingots to make an anvil. And once we get an anvil, we can start smithing. And we can make things like saw blades and scythes. Well, I think actually we have I think we can make a mold for a scythe. But the scythe would greatly increase our ability to cut down trees, because we can harvest leaves faster. Or no, we need shears for that, not a scythe. Yeah, we need shears for that, and that does require smithing. So yeah, we will need to get a lot more copper. But we do have our andesite rocks, so let's go ahead and make this quern. And this is going to allow us to grind flour into, or wheat, grain of it, whatever. We can grind grain into flour now, but we don't have a large supply of grain. So actually, I think, yeah, we have 2 pieces of rye left, and that's it. So, yeah, we need to get this stuff ripe. We can hear rabbits outside. So, yeah, I am going to go around. I've got a few more copper deposits that I have found. Most of them are a fair distance away. And actually, this one here, we need to get rid of this one. So let's go ahead and delete that. And actually, is there a way to undo that? Cancel. I think what we're going to do, we're just going to go right here. And we're going to add this, and we're going to go back to orange. And we're going to leave this as copper, but we're going to change the icon. So I think I'm going to change all of the other ones to this. Actually, what we could, yeah, we'll change it to that to indicate that it's already been dug out. So that will work just fine. So these others, like we've got the one right here. So I'm going to change that one to this. And then we've got like the fire clay over here. We've got a little bit of copper out here and one there. And I think there's one up here to the north. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just going to go around, get those taken care of. Maybe locate a few more on the way. That would be nice. So I want to keep track of the spots that I've already mined. That way I don't go looking in the wrong spots. And ooh, nice. One of these has grown up. So let's go ahead and harvest that. There's 3 more turnips and another turnip seed. So that is wonderful. So, yep, I have a lot of mining to take care of. And I'll see you guys after a while. You know, sometimes I despise how long these storms last. But, yeah, as you can see, there's been a few more changes here. Had to continue to expand the garden. Seems like the doubling of seeds from harvest is slightly increased, which is helpful. And then I've also been finding a lot more stuff out in the wild. So we now have quite a bit of stuff growing here, as well as quite a bit of food in reserve. So yeah, we've got half a stack of turnips already. And those are good for 48 days, but this grain, you know, we've got a year and a half on that just as it sits right now. So that's pretty good. But we do have a whole bunch of flax fibers here, and I would like to be able to take care of a little bit of something here. So I am going to go like this. We're going to make one piece of linen, and then we are going to go like this and make a linen sack. Now this is going to give us 5 slots, and we're going to be able to slowly just keep getting more and more of these as time goes on. Now this other flax twine, we'll be using that as a handle for our bucket when we get to our smithing, which actually is not that far away anymore. Now the next thing is we need to grab ourselves a knife. And the reason we want this knife is we can actually reclaim half of the cattails that we put into this thing. So that's kind of nice, especially considering we are still using cattails for baskets. So now we can add those in here. Won't take us long, and we'll have enough for another one. But we have gotten a long way on the collection of copper. If we take a look at the map, we can see there are quite a few mined out spots. We've got one here, 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 and then also I found a zinc here in a shallow cave. So that's good. We've gotten a lot of copper, and as you can see, it's a lot of copper because there's a stack plus of rich copper, yeah, half a stack of poor, we've got about a third of a stack of medium, and then we got this rich crystallized chunk as well, which I will not break down unless I absolutely have to. But this should very easily be enough copper for us to actually be able to make our anvil. So yeah, already we have more than a stack of nuggets. This is going to push us well over. Wow, look at that. And then finally, the 11 rich sphalerite. So yes, very nice. I am extremely happy with that. So can we even fit all of this in? Wow, no, we can't. So we have to pull out the charcoal to fit that in there, which is fine by me. I will not complain at all about having that much copper. So the next thing that we need to do is to get ourselves an anvil mold and a couple of ingot molds. But before I can do that, I really need a little bit more room. I am just dying for space here. I've got nothing to work with. So I think what I may do is try to expand this just a little more. And what I might do is go up to a second floor and expand over the top of the lake, or at least up a little bit and expand over the lake. And oh, we've got onions that are ripe. So, yeah, we've had a lot of stuff ripen on the medium fertility, and this stuff that we planted on the low fertility is just struggling. But it's getting closer. We are on stage 8 on the spelt and stage 7 on the flax. So we're getting closer. Trouble is, we need the flax. We really need the flax. So now we need somewhere that we can plant a pea consumer, which all of those were already. I think this spot up here. Yes, there we go. And I think I need to go around. It's not bad. I guess I can wait a little bit to water again. And also, I guess, while I'm got you guys here, I have been making stone paths out of the stones that we've been getting, and I am starting to work on a pathway down through here. So that runs between, down in the bottom of the valley between the hills. I think it looks pretty good. So yeah, that should get us up. I want to get up to this peat area, and I could have sworn there was something else up here other than world spawn. I guess the clay up here, but that won't last very long. You can see how much of it I've already dug out of there. But yeah, we'll be making paths going around and things like that, much like we did in the last series. But let me get some expansion taken care of here so that I've actually got some room to take care of this, and I guess I better get these onions put away. And I'll see you guys in a little bit. Oh my god, that is such relief. It is only raining now. It has been hailing for 3 solid days in game. It's absolutely insane. I was going nuts. But I have gotten my anvil mold made up. I've got some ingot molds. I got my other molds moved over here. And of course, I've gotten a little bit of an expansion made here. So we are just finishing up on melting 1,200 units of copper. This will be enough to make the anvil, another hammerhead, and a couple of ingots. So there we go. That is nice and warm. So we'll go ahead and drop that off in there. And yeah, let's get this stuff made up, because that is really, really important that we get all of this going in order to be able to continue forward. Now, one of the things that we really need to be able to do is making some shears, because I'm sorry, I need to be able to cut down some trees, and it is a horribly long process to break all the leaves on a tree without shears. And also, if we look outside of the base here, so we'll go ahead and go out this way, we can see the trees that I have planted around the base have grown, and actually some of these have been grown for quite some time. But we need to get these trees cut down, make sure that we get adequate number of saplings to replace them, and then replant them again. So yes, once again, we are letting stuff cool down, and then I'll be able to get into some smithing, I hope. So I've gotten my anvil and my ingots and my new hammer, and I think this is really cool. The anvil can now be turned from the cardinal directions. That is absolutely amazing. Makes this have a much better feel to it. But we need to make our forge next, so for that we need some cobblestone. And we need to make this U shape, and that will make the forge. So I'm going to go ahead and place the forge here. We're going to grab our 2 ingots. We're going to put in 3 pieces of charcoal. I'm pretty sure that will be enough. And then we're going to grab our torch and shift right click on the forge, and that will light it. So Oh no, and here comes the hail again. Ugh. No! Stop with the storm already! This storm is driving me insane. It just won't go away. But I guess to be fair, the first few hours that I played on this world had no weather at all. But I've had weather like none other for the last couple hours, so... Ugh. But now we need to let this copper get up to a working temperature, and let's go ahead and grab our hammer and be ready. We'll get this charcoal over here. And I think we want to go at least to 700 degrees before we actually try to start working this stuff. So we'll go ahead and take it up here. There we go. So let's go ahead and do this, and ooh, some of this stuff is way different on its appearance. But ooh, we want some copper shears. So let's see here. We need to kind of move some of this stuff up here. Very long and drawn out process, really. And then we'll pull a little of it back, and then we've got a bunch of stuff to remove. Now it looks like the forging shapes are identical, and we're gonna want, no, that's the wrong thing. I want a split, not a heavy hit. So it looks like the graphics have been updated, but the actual mechanics are still the same, which is fine by me. I mean, yeah. Especially if this season stuff works out the way that I'm hoping it does, it will be every bit worth it. So now we have another ingot, and honestly, I am debating between the shears and a saw. Let's see, there's the saw blade. What's this? A shoot section. Huh, that's something new. Copper chisel, the copper axe head. So the shoot section, we used to have to make those with plates. Reliably, one hit kills animals after their third bred generation. I don't think I've ever messed with that. There's some interesting things here. Huh. Well, you know what? For now, we're going to make another pair of shears. Mainly because I need to be able to get an awful lot of wood. We are almost out of charcoal. We have literally 4 pieces of charcoal left. So, I mean, we would not even be able to can I please, thank you. We wouldn't even be able to get our, did that just disappear? No. We wouldn't even be able to get our copper melted. That's how bad of a situation we are on charcoal. So yeah, I think I'm just going to take some time and go out and get some wood. We're going to start by cutting these trees here around the base, and then probably expand out into some other areas. I'm going to try to get a very large pile of charcoal. For anyone that's seen my last couple of plays, well, yeah, I did it in the last in Scalds of Ventara as well. But yeah, I like to make very large charcoal pits. So yeah, I guess it is time to go out, do a little bit of shearing of some trees. So I have been waiting for the second batch of trees to grow, and while I've been waiting for that, I have been going through and doing a lot of terraforming in this area. Pulled down a couple of hills and kind of filling in some stuff back here. Now back here, this is actually kind of neat because there was a cave here that had some, oh, it had, what was it? Oh geez, I'm drawing a blank. Not parsley, parsnips in it. And I did not see those, but I filled that cave in because I am sick and tired of hearing drifters all the time. And then I've been working on this area here. So I've got a little bit of an idea here, so we can see the path going through the area. It's going to come up along here and then go up here and then up through the hills some more. We're going to do a little bit of filling over here and some other places. But coming from this other direction, I want to have a little stream coming out of the side of this hill here, and I want it to kind of track down through here and then kind of follow the edge of the path down to our pond over here. So I think that will be kind of a neat idea. Of course, we're going to have to get a bucket before we can do that. But I have found a very sad thing here, and that is that the long grass doesn't seem to be spreading anymore. Now, I don't know if it will spread when it's in an area like this, because I don't remember how much of this is new dirt that I placed in. But I have a feeling that this is where I filled the cave, and I see no grass there, but very definitely over here. So this was all dug down. In some places I even had to remove stone to get it to be to the appropriate level, and it has not spread a bit of grass onto this. So I did some checking with the guys on the Discord server, and had a suggestion from Zaldarion. I'm not sure how to pronounce that name, but that it might have to do with fertility. So I tried placing down some medium fertility soil. Once again, no grass spreading on this. Now, it could possibly have to do with the climate. That is another distinct possibility, but yeah, in general, this makes me really sad because that's one of the things that I really like to do. So I'll clear all of the grass out of the area, terraform it to the way that I want it to look, and then at the end, I'll just take the dirt that is on the surface and pick it up, throw it down, get the grass to spread onto it, and then just trim out what I don't want. But it doesn't look like I can do that. Now, I don't know if this is a bug or if this is intended design. So I may have to try to get a hold of Tyrone, see what's going on there, if there's any issues going on there that he doesn't know about. But yeah, that makes me sad. So yeah, I'm going to continue working on this path and some of the hill work back here. And yeah, once these trees grow, we're going to have so much wood it's not even going to be funny. I got almost 4 stacks out of the last batch of wood, and there's also some additional wood in here if we go inside. So we got a little bit of birch, and I don't think that we got any maple, but yeah, there's definitely some wood going, and we're gonna have to get a lot more still, because yeah, as you can see right there, those 9 only give us a little over a stack of firewood, and we are going to need a lot of firewood. So 8 logs makes a stack. Oh, that's gonna take a while. We do have tons and tons of mature crops in here. Oh, thank God, the flax is finally starting to mature. So yeah, I'm just gonna do all of this wonderful work here and see you guys in a little bit. So I was over here working on my path, and in the middle of the day I was attacked by a drifter. So I got to looking around to figure out where on earth did this guy come from, and I see this. Looks like a cave entrance. So I come up here and I take a look at it, and it's like, yeah, it doesn't really look like this goes anywhere. Nope, sure doesn't. Oh wait, it goes into the hill on the other side. Ah, there's a little bit of a dark space down here. Okay, let's take a look. And yeah, we got a drifter here. We'll go ahead and take this guy out. Hopefully he doesn't take us out. Oh, just die already. So let's see if he gives us anything interesting. Nope, nothing. And so I come down through here and... Oh! Yes! Yes! We got a translocator. We also have some barrels and crates and a whole bunch of good stuff. Piles of junk, metal scraps. No gears, unfortunately, but let's see what's in... Okay, A gear. We have A gear. So we'll go ahead and take our metal scraps. Oh, we don't have inventory space. Oh. Yeah, I forgot that I needed to drop off the hoe. Well, let's see here. Actually, we can get a little bit of inventory space just by going like this. Now, this does mean that I have a little bit of work to do around here as well. So, yeah. But that is really nice. So, looking at it here, this is actually really close to the edge of that hill. So, I'll probably fill this cave in going that direction and just pop out the side of the hill. So, it looks like about this direction here. So, let's go ahead and open access here to the outside. And while I'm thinking about it, I am also going to take this low fertility dirt and block this up because, oh no, not wolves. You can just go away with your wolfiness. Okay, so now we can't have those guys bothering us over there. Now I don't know how far we're gonna have to go to get out of here, but we will just kind of go up and up and in this direction because this is going towards our path and it looks like there's the surface. So where did this pop out at? Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and take out one more block here and then a little bit of dirt. And there we go. So there is going to be the entrance into our translocator. And it may take a while before we are actually able to use this, but this also gives a good reason for the path to come up this way. So we'll follow the path up here and then have it go down into the translocator, and then this side we will continue on around. And it looks like this kind of goes out into the forest, and so that's fine. We'll utilize that going out into the forest. So, yeah, that is a very nice find. I am very happy about that. So, yeah, I might as well just start laying out this this section of the path while I'm at it. So, yep. Well, that's wonderful. That was actually inside my base. So let's head down here to the base. There is now a wolf inside of our base. And of course, he's not going to be able to get out because, yeah, he's inside of the wall. That's great. Oh, such wonderful stuff. But I do believe that is my first death on the world. That just stinks. And then there's this thing. I don't know what on earth this thing is. I may have to take a look at it some other time. So let's see here. Did I miss? I missed. So, yeah, we get to deal with a wolf now. Wonderful. Where are you, Mr. Wolf? Camping my stuff. Of course. Of course you would be. Well, I didn't have a spear anyway, but it would take him a little bit to get over here, right? And actually, under here, he shouldn't be able to get to at all. So let's try rearranging a little bit of stuff here. So, yeah. Biggest problem is I had a knife. Okay, Mr. Wolf. How? Stay down, dang it. I think he's trying to run away. Ah! Jeez. There we go. So now where did he go? Man, he hurt a lot. I'm willing to bet he's up on the roof somewhere. Or is he inside? Wow. Yep, he's inside. Oh, man. That was not real fun. But who knows? Maybe we'll get a bit of fat here so that we can make some more fat lamps. I do have a fat lamp from that first bit of fat that I got. Yep, more fat. So there we go. Get rid of these bones. And then I have some extra bowls here. So I'll take a bowl and the fat and make a fat lamp. And somewhere here, yeah, maybe like right there. And that should provide a small amount of illumination at least. So, yeah, that was not good. But I did get the wooden crates and a couple other things out of the area down there. So, yeah, I suppose I should get this meat cooked and I'll continue on with what I was working on. Well, I have a bunch of molds set up, ready to go, because I finally got all of my charcoal done. And let me tell you, we got a bunch of charcoal, so I haven't used any of it yet, but I think we got, so that would be 3 1/4 stacks of charcoal. Not bad if you ask me. So, yeah, I am going to be making a whole bunch of copper. So this will make 18 ingots worth, which will fill all of these molds. So we have our 12 ingots, and then we're going to make these 6 tools. So 4 new pickaxes, another hammer, and a sword. Because yes, the sword is kind of going to be something that I want. So we should have then our 3 hammers. That should be good. And we'll be able to have a little pile of ingots that we can do some things with there. Now outside we have a whole bunch of trees waiting to be cut down. The problem is my shears broke. I was punching leaves, but punching leaves takes forever. So yes, I figured I had enough charcoal. I would go ahead and get that taken care of. Up here I have gotten a little bit more gradual contours here, and I've been working that out and get the pathway lined out. And oddly enough, just right over here is that strange structure of I don't know what. So that'll be good. The path will go right past that, and it can be like some type of a point of interest or a ruin that is just right along the path. And right here is where I did my charcoal pit. So if we dig down in here, we can see it was a 3 by 3 by 4. So that was the size of the charcoal pit. It took quite a bit of wood to fill that in. So I got that, and there's one more thing to show you guys, and that is over here. So I have been chopping down the top of this hill. So this hill just didn't really feel right, and as I was looking around the area, especially as I was punching trees, I realized that some of these hills, they're just way too steep. And so I'm going to try to make some of these a little bit smoother. And I think the ones, basically everything on this side of the path, we're going to make a little bit smoother. And the ones on this side, we're going to leave alone for now. And we're not really going to do anything with those. So yes, getting a little bit of a plan of what I'm going to be doing. But I am over time for this episode. So I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to give a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts about what I've been working on or anything that you would like to see, be sure to leave that down in the comments. Check out the link in the description for the game, and I will see you next time. Bye.